easy to sing. Avatar, Sar, Gaura, Avatar. If you can, Jyotirmay was हाँ difficult song, very difficult song. ठीक है, ऐसे breaking टूटा फूटा ट्रैक because I want to basically focus on the meaning. A very important song for today's topic. Today's topic of discussion is substance and structure. If you want to give a topic to today's class, structure and substance. So that's today's topic. So you like to sing, Jyotirmay? Yeah, because we are. Huh? Well, I have sung many times, sung and heard many times, but little difficult. Avatar Sara Gauravatara Kenana Bhajeli Tare Avatar Sara Gauravatara Kenana Bhajeli Tare Kari Nirvasa Gelana Piyasa Apna karama fere Kari nirvasa Gelana piyasa Apna karama fere Kanta kirataru sadai se viliman Amrita pahi bar ashe कंठ के रखारो सदाई से विलीन अमृत पाई बार आशे प्रेम कल्पतरु श्री गौरांगा माता हरे भावे लीने प्रेम कल्पतरु श्री गौरांगा तारे भावे सौरभेर आशे पलाश शिखिली मन नाशक पाशिल कीर्ता सौरभेर आशे पलाश शिखिली मन नाशक पाशिल कीर्ता इक्षुदंड भावे काटा चूसिले मन के मोन पाए मीठा इक्षुदंड भावे काटा चूसिले मन के मन पाए मीठा हार बोलिया गलाए फिर हार बडिया गलाए परिले मन शमन किंकर शापा हार बडिया शमन किंकर शापा शीतल बोलिया गुण पोहरे मन पायले बरजता शीतल बलिया गुण पोहरे मन पायले बरजता संसार भजले श्री गौरांग फुलिले ना सुनिले साधुर कथा संसार भजले श्री गौरांग फुलिले ना सुनिले साधुर कथा संसार भजले श्री गौरांग फुलिले न सुनिले साधुर कथा संसार भजले श्री गौरांग अवतार सारा गौरावतारा येने भजने तारे अवतार सारा गौरावतारा येने भजने तारे करी निर्वास केला न पियास आपण करम फेरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. The song is by Lochan Das. Shri Lochan Das Thakur ki jai. Please read the translation of this song.
Oh my mind, why don't you worship Sri Gaur Sundar?
So this is a song again preaching to the mind or pleading to the mind, pleading, preaching and pleading to the mind. And let us see what Srila Lochan Das Thakur is teaching us, how to preach and plead to the mind.
Oh my mind, why don't you worship Sri Gaur Sundar, the crown jewel of all incarnations? You always stay in water, but your thirst is never satiated due to your own past bad activities.
You always hope to attain sweet, juicy fruits from your worship of thorn trees, but this is not possible. Our God Sundara is a desire tree offering divine love. But you left him, thinking him to be poison.
Oh my mind, death is like snake, which you put around your neck, thinking it to be garland. You entered the fire, thinking it to be cool, and suffered excruciating burning.
Oh my mind, enjoying material pleasures, never heeded the devotees' words and forgot Gaura's Sundar. Thus both this world and the next are lost to you.
श्री नचनदास ठाकुर की ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नित्यानन्दम् अहं नौमि सर्वानन्दकरं परं हरिनामप्रदं देवं अवधूतशिरोमणि। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामने गौरदुषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नीलाचलनिवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम्। हरे कृष्णा। For anything in this world to become a real success, there is a need of structure and substance. Let us try to understand this. Thank you, intelligent Shivam, because it really helps me and I think everyone else. Let's try to understand these two wonderful terms to begin with, and then go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper as much as we can into this little bit. Okay. So structure, I'll give you an example which really helps me to understand this concept, and I think I'll begin with that example so that we can directly enter into the topic. So the question first which we are beginning with is that what is more important, substance or structure? You are able to understand what is substance and structure. For example, to give an example, let's say there is a, I need one bottle of water, one, let's say, Bisleri bottle of water. Okay. So I tell Prabhu, get me one Bisleri bottle. I tell to Tanay Prabhu. So Tanay Prabhu goes out and gets one Bisleri bottle. This doesn't have any water. Prabhu, here is a bottle. You asked bottle. So although I may say that give me a Bisleri bottle, but I don't want a bottle actually. I want water, right? Water is what I am needing, but I am asking a bottle. You understand? So structure. So in the Bisleri bottle, the structure is the bottle, and the substance is the water. So now my question is, what is important, substance or structure? Now, okay, if you are saying substance, then I say, okay, prove, give me water, and then I prove prove water. You wanted water. So yes, substance is important, but what about if he gives me a water in a nice glass or bottle or something, then it is easily accessible, right? So what is important? Both. Okay. Right. So there is need of structure without substance is completely useless. And substance is there, but if there is no structure, then it is wonderful, but it is inaccessible to the people. Clear? And hence, for anything in our life, it is necessary that we understand these two subjects. Anything to make it successful, we need to understand any project or any service I am trying to do or anything I am trying to do in my life, whether I am looking and taking care of both these aspects. Okay. Let us take some now day-to-day example. I took one example which has helped you to understand. Now a more practical example in our daily life. So the first example is, the first thing which you do in the morning is, what is the first thing you do in the morning? Yes. To be more specific, in the morning till 9 o'clock, what we do? Morning program, right? Okay. So morning program. So now I would like to ask you, instead of me speaking everything, you can tell me in morning program what is the structure and what is substance, and then after that you substantiate, and you explain us how structure without substance is very superficial, and substance without a structure is inaccessible. So I am making these two statements. Okay. So structure without substance is what? Superficial. Or you can show, right? So this is a show. And substance, without written like this. This is the right. Structure is what?
Inaccessible.
You can say impractical. Okay. Okay. So please explain now this concept. I've given you an idea. We are just building up, and we'll go deeper and deeper. So I gave you first this example of bottle and water. Clear? This example is clear. Morning program you have to explain. Okay. Only one devotee. Others are not able to understand. Yes, powerful. One plus the newt. Yes, good. Hmm? What is, you can step by step. First you can tell what is structure in morning program and what is substance in morning program, and then you have to prove these two statements. Okay? This is the task.
Structure is we have made schedule that we will do chanting and
Morning program schedule. Morning schedule is a structure. Okay, very good. Schedule or timing, like 4 o'clock reporting, right? 4 a.m. The schedule is a structure. Okay, very good.
substance is chanting. If we are not attentive in chanting,
Okay, alternative.
attentive means
Write one word here. Attentive, what else? Consciousness.
Absorption.
Absorption. Absorption. Conscious. Consciously doing. Prayerful. So this. Clear? This point is clear. Okay. So at least the concept is begun now. Okay. So this is very easy to know what we discuss. So it is very clear for us that okay, morning program schedule. Also this is also very deep and important point for us to think about. And so now you have to prove. I told not the exercise is not over. You have only told what is structure, what is it. Now you have to prove these two statements. So who can do that? One by one, okay. Just prove this statement. Yes.
So if we do in the morning program without being absorption, say we are doing chanting, and in the time of chanting, our mind is wandering, and we are letting the mind to wander. So we are not chanting at that time because our mind is not there. So one side we are doing Hare Krishna, and the other side the subtle body, the mind is going somewhere else. So the gross body is somewhere else, the mind is somewhere else, and hence the soul suffers in that way. So it's assured.
Session. Okay, second part. Who can say about second part? Second part. You can see, can come little here. Second part is that substance without structure is inaccessible or impractical. Yes, Yogeshwar.
Like substance, like everybody knows that yes, and I get an outcome process, but there is too much structure, so it will be impractical because, for example, in voice we have a proper structure to gain the substance from 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. We have proper schedule at what time to do it, and we have so many things. So it is not even practical to do or so much things without any proper structure.
One can say that, तो जी क्या आप लोग ये 4 AM मैं इतना ये सब करने का क्या जरूरत है, सब नाटक. What is important is attentiveness, being conscious of Krishna, being prayerful to Krishna. These are important things. इतना सब नाटक करने की क्या जरूरत है? सुबह सुबह उठ के नाच गाना कर रहे हैं. focus on being prayerful. Bhav hona chahiye. Right? Bhav is all important. That's true actually. What he is speaking is true. There's no doubt about it. इस स्टेटमेंट में गलत है क्या कि भाव होना चाहिए, नाटक नहीं करना चाहिए ना. स्ट्रक्चर इज लाइक विदाउट सब्सटेंस, स्ट्रक्चर इज नॉट नाटक. इज राइट. गलत नहीं बोल रहा है, सही बोल रहा है, स्टेटमेंट सही है. लेकिन तो फिर हम क्यों बोल रहे हैं कि सब्सटेंस विदाउट स्ट्रक्चर इज इम्प्रैक्टिकल? हमें भाव जरूरी है ना, तो ये सब का क्या जरूरत है? शेड्यूल का भाव पे फोकस करो. This is difficult. ये तो मैं वार्म अप कर रहा हूँ कोई सेशन को. I thought these are the basics all of you know. हैं? सेशन स्टार्ट नहीं किया.
If we follow the structure nicely, with our doctrine that we will show Krishna, that means then we can express our bhav to Krishna.
Okay. Point number 1. Explain this point is that even to follow the schedule is also an expression of bhav. Rather, if someone says, I'll wake up at 9 o'clock and I'll show my bhav to Krishna. What kind of bhav is this? You are so lazy fellow, no? Right? This is not a bhav. So it is just a natak. Actually, that is a natak. Right? But this is not natak. If you are able to follow, every day one is able to wake up, that itself shows that one is really serious about it. That itself is a bhav. Okay, very good. What else? Yes. Only pineapple is always raising hell. What happened?
What we have,
Huh?
what is the exact?
The question is that we have to prove this statement. That's all. आप लोग तो सब मैथमेटिकल वाले लोग हैं. कोई I'm not talking to some arts people. I'm just telling you. Explain what is this, and prove these two statements. So simple. Simple question. Yes. Bolo, Priti Sundar.
When as we are not in the, don't have this bhav right now, so to cultivate this bhav, you have to follow some structure. Otherwise, by itself, the bhav will not come in our heart.
Yes, that is second point. So point number 1 is that following morning program itself shows a bhav. That itself is a bhav. What Ankit Pro said. That itself shows a bhav. Second thing is that we are not at that stage. Right? अब ऐसा नहीं भाव है. हम भाव के लिए प्रगति कर रहे हैं. तो थोड़ा बहुत भाव है और पूरा भाव लेकर आना है. उसके लिए there is need of practice of something called as, what is technical term? Sadhana bhakti, right? Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. So there is a morning program structure. Morning program structure is a Vaidhi. Vaidhi means Vidhi. Vaidhi sadhana bhakti. So it is explained that by Vaidhi sadhana bhakti and putting efforts in that direction, Rati Gama, one develops bhav. Okay. So bhav is generated by following this. Not that भाव होना चाहिए. अरे भाव होना चाहिए, अच्छी बात है, पर आएगा कैसे भाव? थोड़ी ना ऐसे भाव आ जाएगा. बस अपने नाटक करने से भाव नहीं आएगा कि हो गया आँख से आंसू आना चाहिए. ठीक है, मैं प्याज काट लेता हूँ, थोड़ा आंसू आ जाएगा. थोड़ा आँख में थोड़ा ग्लिसरीन डाल देता हूँ ना. क्या? Sahajya. So that is not, so actually Sahajiyas have this philosophy, they think like that. Okay? That structure is not necessary. Okay? This is all natak. Okay? So we have to understand that how both is important. Clear? This is getting clear? Now we are entering into it. We are not beginning.
Then if we don't follow the instructions also given, then the
But you are saying that because this structure is also the instruction. This is structure, especially as an instruction. Then it will, if not following, will never lead to or this following will lead to bhava. Okay, right? Following this will lead to bhava. That's your point, right? Very good. I'll add this as third point. Perfect. So if the structure itself is an instruction, ऐसा बोला गया कि because that's what is the sadhana bhakti. Sadhana bhakti means I do it not because I spontaneously, just in the morning as soon as it's 3 o'clock, I'm just waiting. And I'll just jump from the bed and I'll take darshan of the Lord and I'll just chant the holy names. ऐसा spontaneous नहीं आ रहा है अभी, इसको राग भक्ति कहते हैं. And राग प्लेटफॉर्म वन इज लाइक spontaneously thinking, पूरी रात भर नींद ही नहीं आई, क्यों? बस यही सोच रहे थे कब गोविंद जी का दर्शन होंगे, ऑर्डर बंद हो गया अभी, when दर्शन कब होगा, कब दर्शन होगा, और 3 बज गए, चलो अभी उठ जाते हैं, अभी फिर जाके 3:30 पे जाके ऑर्डर रीडिंग करेंगे, फिर दर्शन हो जाएगा, भगवान का थोड़ा सेवा करेंगे, फिर ऑर्डर करेंगे, like that. So that is called raga platform. So if that is not there, then at least you have to follow the instruction. ठीक है, why you are doing this? Because the instruction is there. I want to please my superiors. I want to report on time, come attend the full morning one, that will please them. So बस उनकी प्रसन्नता के लिए, और आशा करते हैं कि उनको प्रसन्न करते रहेंगे, उनके आशीर्वाद से एक दिन हमको इस तरह का फीलिंग भी आएगा किसी दिन. तो उस दिन का वेट कर रहे हैं और हम तब तक फॉलो करते रहेंगे, और जब आ जाएगा भाव उसके बाद फॉलो करना जरूरत है ना, ठीक है ना. एक बार राग प्लेटफॉर्म पे पहुंच गए फिर तो स्पॉन्टेनियस करेंगे ना. स्पॉन्टेनियस का मतलब क्या होता है? जब मन करे उठना. तो ज्योतिर्मय को कह रहे हैं शादी पहुंच गए पर वो तो ऐसे नहीं होते हैं, वो तो एकदम टाइम पड़ जाता है. So राग मतलब क्या है? आफ्टर यू रीच देयर देन नेचुरली यू विल फॉलो. You don't have to be told. You don't have to be told कि तो महामंत्र लिखना है, right? You understand? Naturally follow it. Okay, so both is important. That's what we are trying to understand through some example. This is a simple example, and this is an example in our day-to-day life. Okay. Now we are entering into the subject now. That what is the topic? So let us, because we have taken this example, so in keeping this as an example, let us also try to understand this song. So the song says, or if you read the meaning, let us hear from you what you understood, what have you read the meaning, what is the topic of this song, and then I'll explain verse by verse little. What you understood it, what this song is talking about. Yes, only Preeti Sundar who understood. Bengali. Yes, bolo.
Do I need to summarize or
Whatever you want to say, you can say.
yeah, Ruchendra Thakur is talking to mind that mind, although you got the opportunity to serve Gauranga, to remember Gauranga was there in front of you, but you reject that and you took the shelter of all the nonsense things, thinking that that will give you happiness, that will give you the victory. So that's why he was telling that Ikshu Dandal Havi Kata Jivan. So गन्ना सोच के
काट चुसीली मन,
so लकड़ी जिसने
ये वो ना पाई भी मीठा,
and हार समझ के सांप को गले में लगा. So all these things was giving an analogy that how mind is cheating us again and again and again, that here you will get happiness, here you will. Although happiness was in surrendering to Gauranga.
So this is what, this is like this song is talking about whole game of the mind. Our mind, cheats us into focusing on the external things, and the show and the external, and drama, drama is also show drama, external things, and not focusing on the substance. Okay? So this song especially is meant to understand that although we may be surrounding, so his first line it says, Avatar sar gaura avatar kena na bhajili tare. Although you have understood now, my dear mind, you have understood, still why you are not taking shelter of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, why you are not worshipping? Kori nire vas gela na piyasa, apana karama khere. This is especially for the devotees, who are living in association also, right? So he's saying that Kori nire vas, you are living with devotees. Kori nire vas means you are living just at the bank of very wonderful water, like water, let's say there is a beautiful lake. Or, I don't know, modern people may not be able to appreciate. So lake है तो क्या वो बोली, मेरा प्यास lake से कैसे आएगा? प्यास जाने के लिए मेरे को वो बिस्लरी का 20 लीटर वाला कैन रहेगा तब फिर ठीक है. Because modern people cannot relate that lake से जो पानी आता है that is very fresh. Lake or pond or and this thing. So Kori Nere Vas means you can say that you're just at the next of, you're sitting surrounded by, completely RO purified water, tank of 1000 liter water, completely pure next neat water, but still you are feeling thirsty. Means what? Even though you have so much water excess, still you are feeling thirsty means what? You are not drinking the water. Water is there, but you don't drink it. So similarly, one devotee may stay in the voice, but if he is not taking benefit of the Krishna consciousness which is being flowing in the voice, then he will feel that kya my voice mein rahega abhi mere ko pyas nahi gaya mera. I don't know. Why? Because I'm drinking. The whole Krishna consciousness movement is meant for the purpose of so that we read Srila Prabhupada books, we chant with full feeling, we dance with ecstasy, we serve the devotees. So when you do all these things, then you will be ecstatic. So that's why he's telling the mind, my dear mind, just external rituals करते रहता है तुम नालायक और घुसता नहीं अंदर में. जब जब कर रहे हैं तो अपने मन को थोड़ा हरिनाम में ऑब्जर्व करो, करेगा नहीं. श्री महाप्रभु का इतना अच्छा मर्सी है मिल रहा है, तुरंत आप बैक टू गॉड जा सकते हो, बट डोंट टेक इट, यू डोंट टेक इट ओनली. जस्ट एक्सटर्नल नाटक करता रहता है नालायक. और देन ही सेइंग और क्या नहीं ले रहा है, पानी नहीं पी रहा है, ओरिजिनल चीज इज नॉट टेकिंग, वेरी नाइस स्वीट नेक्टेरियन वाटर यू आर नॉट ड्रिंकिंग, बट रादर व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, कंटकेरा तरु सदाई सेविदी मन अमृत पाइबार आसे. What you are doing? You always hope to attain sweet juicy fruits from your worship of thorn trees. सब thorn trees को लेकर उसको चबाते रहते हैं. इससे भी बहुत अच्छा जूस आएगा. You know one person who chew the thorn trees and relish very much. Camel. Right? So camel chews the thorn tree and says, "Oh, so tasty it is." What is tasty? His own blood. That thorn is blood is coming out from his mouth, whole bloody mess, and that is tasting. Oh. So in that way he's thinking that he's killing himself actually, this fellow. And similarly he's telling that you have such a wonderful opportunity to take up Krishna consciousness and be happy and drink the nectar of holy names and Krishna consciousness. But now what you are doing? You are simply eating the thorn. You know what is compared to eating thorn of camel? Yes? Sex life is compared to sex life. Because one is drinking his own blood only. Right? So the semen is one drop of semen takes 60 drops of blood. So someone is trying to enjoy happiness by discharging semen, then actually what he is doing? He is simply draining out his blood. What a nonsense person. this is happiness, this is so much suffering is going to occur. So hence he is saying that instead of relishing Krishna consciousness and drinking the nectar of bhakti, you are indulging in such foolish activities. And then he is saying, Prem kalpa taru Shri Gauranga Amar Tahare Bhavedi Vinay. Our God Sundar is a desired tree offering divine love, but you left him, thinking him to be poison. You should worship Gauranga, but you are thinking him to poison and you are worshipping the thorn tree. And he is saying, Saurabhera Ashe Palash Shikili Man Nashate Ashila Kita. Searching for some sweet aroma, you smell the beautiful palash flower, but it has no scent. Palash flower is a special flower. Not special, nowadays very common. Many flowers don't have fragrance, right? You have seen very beautiful looking flowers, but they have no fragrance. Right? So you took that, oh, so nice, but there's no fragrance. But instead, an insect was there inside that flower. It enters into your nose. Fragrance तो नहीं मिला कुछ. This is all drama of this material world. Okay. There is only drama, facade. That वो बहुत अच्छा, बहुत मजा आएगा आपको भौतिक जगत में. But actually there is no happiness. No scent means no happiness, and rather there is suffering inside. An insect will enter and be distressed. Oh, क्या हो गया? And then he's saying, Ikshadanda bhavi Kath chusili man kemana paine mitha. So I thought when there was a dry wood of bamboo. Bamboo stick also looks like like sugar cane. So if you take the bamboo stick thinking, oh, this is nice sugar cane. I saw, suppose you think, oh, I saw one person, he was taking the same bamboo stick, and he was chewing it and he was relishing it. Oh, I'll also take it. What will happen? Only you'll break your teeth maybe. So how can you get any sweet juice? So in a similar way we are thinking that to enjoy in this material world, any material enjoyment is like that, to suck on the dry wood. Har boliya galaya paridi man shamana kinkara sap. Oh my mind, death is like snake which you put around your neck thinking it to be garland. You don't understand that that death is going to some people, especially this statement is for those people in IIT Kharagpur last semester. Some people think suicide को क्या बोलते हैं वो लोग? क्या बोलते हैं? खुद खुशी बोलते हैं ना? खुद खुशी शब्द होता है ना? खुद खुशी. So they think that that now I'm feeling so much suffering and torment. So if I just die, then what will happen? सारा सफरिंग खत्म हो जाएगा, नो एंड ऑफ द सफरिंग, राइट? ऐसे लोग सोचते हैं. लेकिन ट्रुथ क्या है? Truth is that he is telling that you are thinking that is like a snake which you put around the neck thinking to be garland. उससे मजा आएगा, लेकिन क्या होगा? You are now going to become a ghost first of all, and then you have to suffer all that. There is nothing like death. Death doesn't exist. There is no death for anyone. Right? Because soul never dies. Right? Death doesn't exist. Death जैसे शब्द कुछ होता ही नहीं. Death only is a phenomena of giving up this one body. That's all. You give up the body, but then what next body you are going to get, you don't know. You are not studied about it. You are not worked on that home. You are not done the homework of the right kind of consciousness at the time of death. So we have to work on that. We can't be embracing the death. Rather, we should be working on Krishna consciousness, and then later on, the death doesn't make any difference to a devotee. And then he's saying, Shitala boliya agona pohali man paila vajra tapa. You entered fire thinking to be cool and suffering excruciating burning. This is like entering into the materialistic life, taking a decision in our lives where we are away from association of devotees. So that is like this. You thought that, oh, boys में बहुत association of devotees बहुत मिल रहा है, तो तो अभी वॉइस से छुट्टी मिलेगा, अभी मैं पास आउट हो जाऊँगा, अभी मैं थोड़ा सा बाहर के लोगों से ही मिलूँगा, क्या यहाँ पर मुझे बांध के रख दिया था रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन से, अभी मैं बाहर जाकर थोड़ा सा सांस लूँगा. Thinking that, so what is telling? You entered fire thinking to be cool, so संसार दावा है बाहर में, इधर ही थोड़ा सा शेल्टर है एक्चुअली, पर उधर संसार दावा है. Thinking you entered into fire thinking to be cool, but you became food and suffered excruciating burning, पर वहाँ जाके पता लगा कि पूरा हरी भोर एकदम पूरा जल के राख होकर, अगर जिंदा बचे किसी तरह डिवोटीज खींच के बाहर लेकर आएंगे, प्रभु चलो अभी आ जाओ, बहुत जल गया तुम नालायक. संसार भजिली, so their conclusion, the last paragraph is the conclusion. संसार भजिली श्री गौरंग भूलिली ना सुनील साधुर कथा. एक नंबर का नालायक था मैं, माइंड को बोल रहे हैं कि तुम माइंड, मेरे माइंड, तुम एक नंबर का नालायक, तुम सुनते नहीं. Devotees are telling us so nicely how we should practice Krishna consciousness, how we should, give up this unnecessarily rajas and tamas, mode of passion and ignorance, which is simply gliding us down into dirty things, and they always taught us how to remain Krishna conscious, but you don't hear that, and you simply worship the material existence. Oh, my mind enjoying material pleasures, you never heeded to the devotee's word and forgot God Sundar. Thus, both in this world and the next world, you are lost. Iha parakala dukala khwadi man khaili apna matha. अपना माथा खा दिया तुमने. मुझे ना माथा मत खा, इसका आप खुद ही अपना माथा खा रहे. That means you are ruining yourself. You have ruined yourself, my dear mind, because of not paying heed to the words of the devotees who are telling us to focus on the substance. So that's why it's necessary in our life. So this song we discussed to understand that how substance is necessary, although sometimes structure is what is being told, and one may be externally be in the structure. But unless there is substance, there won't be any real transformation. That means substance means the mind should be absorbed in accepting Krishna consciousness. Really, from our heart, we should accept bhakti, right? Not just superficially. And that's why a devotee who really want to accept bhakti from the heart, he will always ask genuine questions. He won't just say, ठीक है अभी प्रभु जी बोल रहे हैं, ठीक है क्लास का टाइम बस खत्म हो जाएगा, फिर then I'll do whatever I want to do. But if you really want to apply, you will apply it. And if you are unable to apply, you'll ask questions. That how to apply, how to do this, how to do that. 100 questions one may ask. With the what purpose? To apply. If that is the purpose, then asking questions is very meaningful. And the purpose is only to somehow the other check whether the speaker knows or not properly. क्या उनको पता भी है कि नहीं पता, तो इनसे क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं, या फिर just to like quiz type of question. Like once Jayadit Maharaj was asked a question, I forgot what was the question, but something like, let's say, what was the name of the daughters of Jarasan? Two daughters of Jarasan. Right? Something like that. So Jayadit Maharaj said, this is more like a quiz than a question. Next. He didn't answer the question. You understood? Quiz. Quiz is like, okay, tell me what is the name of this. This is not the purpose to approach a spiritual personality. Right? You approach to solve the problems of your life. They can help you mitigate all the suffering. Samsara dharva narali daluka tranaya karuna dhanadhanatva. So the purpose of question should be that I want to follow and apply in my life. Right? So if that is the purpose, then we are actually entering into the substance. Okay? So having understood this topic now well through this song and through these examples. I'll come to the point now because time is also less. I'll try to focus on what do we wish to also discuss today. So now I'll take another example and then another. Okay, 2 more points we'll make and let us see if we are able to understand. So we discuss this one example, then this one example. Next example I am talking about structure. Accepting Guru. Accepting Guru, taking Diksha, having counselor, having some senior devotees. I'm saying this is a structure. Okay, right? I'm saying this is structure, right? It is to say that I have chosen my spiritual master. So and so is my spiritual master. I'm aspiring for initiation, or or I have taken Diksha. Someone has got initiated, or I have a counselor. I have so and so counselor, or I am under shelter of Radheshyam Prabhu, like that one. By having this, or having some seniors, like Radheshyam Prabhu, under Radheshyam Prabhu, like that. So this is all I'm saying as structure. Okay, this is the structure. What is substance? And after you explain the substance, the next question will be to prove these two statements. What is the substance? Okay, all three of you have answered. Someone was not yet answered. Yes, Sachin, who has not answered. Taking shelter, okay. Explain a little more. Taking shelter is like, explain a little more. What is it? But you are right. Answer is right. That's why I wrote it. It's perfect answer. But थोड़ा और इसके अंदर घुसना चाहता हूँ मैं. और थोड़ा बोलो. आगे कहा और.
Following instruction of spiritual
Following.
master.
Taking shelter के आगे dash नहीं रखना. So that is meaning of taking shelter. Following instructions. Because taking shelter means taking shelter of the instructions, right? Just not that taking shelter means I am under आहा प्रभु कोरो दया देह मोरे पद छाया. तो प्रभुपाद जी के ऑल्टर के नीचे तो शेड है, उधर शेड पे आके बैठ गए. खोज I am under shade of Prabhupada's lotus feet. What you are doing? I am doing whatever I want to do. That is not taking shelter. Yes. Okay, what else? Anything else on that? Yes. Yeleshwar. Service means what? How you do service? Instruction. Service also means following the instructions. Because the instruction is given, something is told that you do this, that is service. Not that I'll do this service. Let's just say yesterday you heard about Gopal Krishna Maharaj was telling that devotee, why you have come here to this temple? Because Maharaj is given him service in another temple. Why you are here? Maharaj, I came to take your association and then I will go back. I said, okay. When you are going? What time you are going? Then he didn't go. And again Maharaj asked, so when you are going? Right? So service means following instruction. We can't concoct our service to Guru. Guru gives a service and we do it. Yes. What else you say?
We have to inquire that in the evidence the full
Accepting Guru. Service, taking shelter, following instructions. 88. Second is path. What is it?
that Vidhi Pranipati.
Pariprashna. This is what is that? Sevaya. And Pranipata. So Pranipata and Sevaya इधर आ गया, Pariprashna इधर आ गया, ठीक है? हाँ, pleasing. Yeah, so substance is very important. I think this is the main point. All this goes in bracket now. What you said is the main point. That is actually we want to please Guru, please seniors, please counselor, and through that we want to please Krishna. So this is the attitude, okay? The inner substance attitude is that I am getting opportunity. You know, I feel, or even more deeper if I go, this also comes from another quality called as it is actually one's heart. Substance is that heart is actually conquered by the spiritual master, and one is actually feeling so much grateful that he wants to just act for their pleasures. These are the substance. Okay, clear? Substance is clear. Substance and structure. तो डीप जा रहे हैं ना धीरे धीरे, फिर और डीप गए, फिर और डीप चले गए, अभी और डीप जाने वाले हैं, और भी डीप जाना है, और थोड़ा अंदर रहेंगे और घुसी उसको लेकिन अभी बोर्ड we can bring no, not big board is not needed. This one stand you can try to get. Okay, I think stand will be even available in tech market also, check कर सकते हैं. But that stand should not be like the one stand for which I will have to sit on the chair only. Then the stand is so big, and I have to stand and teach. Another is that I can sit here only, but if this just goes like this. Okay. Right now I do this. And if it is possible to get something, टेढ़ा हो जाएगा लेकिन ठीक है, अभी मैं ऐसे थोड़ा सा कर लेता हूँ, बट इन फ्यूचर ठीक है. दिस इज क्लियर ना टिल हियर. Next we'll go into this only. This one, following instructions. इसी को हम लेंगे, इसको अभी हम इधर डाल देंगे, हम और डीप जाने वाले हैं. ठीक है, चीज़ों को इधर डाल के और अंदर घुसते जाएंगे और ज़्यादा नहीं जाएंगे. बस ये नेक्स्ट स्टेप इतना ही कर रहे हैं अभी आज के लिए. इसके आगे और आप करते रह सकते हैं. यू कैन कंटिन्यू दिस एक्सरसाइज. So instruction. So what is the most important instruction, when it comes to service? When it comes to service, what is the essence of all the services?
Teaching.
What is the essential service which Srila Prabhupada really wants all devotees to do? Huh? Chanting is extremely nice. What is the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? What is the mission of the Lord? What is that service? What is Mahaprabhu came for? So the primary, obviously we have to understand when we say Prabhupada wanted us to preach, that does not mean that is that includes when we say preaching, it includes your own Krishna consciousness, right? And hence this is the one instruction which you can say, this is the instruction, you can say it, essence. Because if you say that I am preaching but I am not following, how it's possible? You understand? So preaching includes chanting 16 rounds, chanting attentively. Preaching includes all those things. Because what you will preach people to accept the spiritual master. If you don't accept the spiritual master, what you will preach? How can you preach others to accept? What is preaching means? You will teach them to do morning yoga and prayerfully attend. If you are not doing yourself, what you will preach? Right? So preaching obviously includes all the other things. Okay, clear? Clear? That's fine. So essential service which Srila Prabhupada wanted us right, to do is preaching. Preaching is the essence. Okay, right? Why Prabhupada wanted us to preach? Krishna is little far. Before that, even before that. What Prabhupada?
So that at least we can purify ourselves first and then.
Okay, that obviously there. What else? Why Prabhupada gave this as an instruction, primary instruction, preach? What was Prabhupada's heart and mood? Okay. Yes, so that's the main point. So main point is Srila Prabhupada, because this I'm not just saying, Prabhupada himself said this several times, that my spiritual master ordered me, that you preach in the West, and I am requesting all of you to please help me. Right? So Prabhupada's mission in life is not to do this and do that. I'll accomplish hundreds of things. That's not Prabhupada's. What was Prabhupada's mood when he went to West? To make sure that he becomes a Jagat Guru, right? What was Prabhupada's motto? Follow the instruction of spiritual master. He said, I have no qualification, only I tried to simply repeat the words of my Guru Maharaj. My Guru Maharaj wanted me to preach, so I am doing it. And that's what he wanted his disciples to do. Assist in pleasing Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. That's all. Right? You understand? Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, why he wanted his disciples to preach? Yes. Bhakti Thakur was thinking that I am not qualified to preach. So he was just chanting Hare Krishna in Mayapur and praying for everyone and praying for the strength. But then one fine day, Panchtattva came and Sad Goswamis came and all the acharyas came and Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Gaur Kushoda Sai Maharaj, his own special masters came and instructed that now you go and preach. Right? So he started preaching because of the instruction and he wanted others to preach because he wanted to please them. So simple. Clear? So hence the primary service which comes in Parampara for everyone, essence of all the service, whatever you want to do, the essence is, preaching is the essence. Right? So now I am coming to the preaching. And I have put preaching here. अरे प्रभु क्या बात कर रहे हैं? आपने बोला preaching is the essence, आपने structure में डाल दिया preaching को. ये क्या बात हो गई? है ना? Who will explain this? आप इधर कैसे डाल दिया? Preaching the essence है. Essence में तो वो तो substance है, तो substance को आपने structure में कैसे डाल दिया? Who will explain this? Who can tell what is the next point under discussion? अगर ये इधर है तो इधर क्या आने वाला है? Yes. Yes, preaching coordinator. No idea. Yes. But preaching coordinator should understand this point. Yes, Ankit Prabhu.
Why we are preaching is because it is just the following section of Srila Prabhupada we thought to ensure ourselves that I can bring so many more content level many people.
There may be many reasons why we are preaching. Okay. So, okay. But why preaching is okay? That's why you are saying preaching can be in a structure because We don't know the motivations of preaching. Okay. Okay. Good. Something more. Something more. And that is like you're going to the second part of the question, that what is the substance? That's a good point. Okay. Substance, the mode of preaching. Yes. What more? Yes.
Preaching is structured because it is a part of
No,
our.
preaching is not a structure. I'm just asking why I'm putting here, what I want to do, why I want to put here. Preaching is actually essence, the substance. But
Ourselves doesn't follow the
Okay.
whole thing, the whole instruction of the morning program. If we just focus on our preaching and we are missing our program, we are not following all the instructions, then it will be like a structure, but it will not be a structure.
Okay. That point I think is covered here. But I'm saying that, okay, I'll speak, I'll myself too. It's not a very difficult one. I'm saying that how preaching is a structure. When preaching is a structure, I'm not saying it is not. There is a structure.
So that we can ourselves become
No, okay. I'll come to the answer. I think because maybe it's. Huh? It's a sense, it's a substance. But I'm just telling that why I put it here. Okay, let me explain it. Not a. I'm not talking of substance anyway. That points will come later. I'll just explain. It's not a. Maybe it's not very clear. It's a mode of. Okay. What I'm saying, preaching also is a structure. I'm explaining this point. Preaching also is a structure because there is always strategy of preaching, right? That okay, we'll do like this, like that. Okay, right? We have follow up a strategy, approaching a strategy. We have certain rituals. There are rituals in preaching, like giving divine sessions. It can be a ritual. And doing camps, management of the preaching. You understand? Preaching the management, and then and that includes everything: menu of prasad, schedule of the camps. Is this necessary? All these things are necessary, or these are quite superficial external things? अरे मैंने यहाँ पर डिस्कस नहीं किया. Okay, this is very important. Is this necessary?
Yes, very.
Structure is necessary. Structure तो क्या है? ये प्रभु जी एक गुरु निष्ठा हृदय में है, बस काफी है. ये सब दीक्षा, aspiring from spiritual, taking दीक्षा, all these things, ये सब का क्या आवश्यकता है? हृदय में एक भाव होना चाहिए कि मैं गुरु के प्रति समर्पित हूँ, परिप्रश्न लेना, ये सब कर रहा हूँ, है कि नहीं? तो गुरु है पर, और गुरु के प्रति पूरा भाव भी है मेरा, लेकिन ये सब दीक्षा लेना, ये सब रिचुअल्स हैं. What do you think? दीक्षा जरूर नहीं. I don't want to officially call I have a counselor and for I know what is the heart of my seniors and superiors. I don't want to have all this formal thing. The deep subject may not be easily understandable today, but maybe after 5 years, 10 years down the line, ये जो मैं अभी बोल रहा हूँ ये सब स्टेटमेंट्स मन में आएंगे. ठीक है, बट अगर आज समझ गया तो मन में जैसे ही आएगा तुरंत आप शांत कर दोगे. नहीं ना लाइक मन सब दिस इज नेसेसरी. बोलो तब वही सेम हाथ है कहाँ कौन बोलो.
It is necessary because we have always tendency to if we don't accept Guru or Diksha and we just say he is my Guru, then the day will come that we will hold on from that and
Yeah, because if there is no formality done, Diksha is a formality, very much needed, because that formality is not done when in front of Agni, in front of so many people. You have taken a vow that gives a very healthy pressure for the disciple to follow. Else, one will fall down also, and one will think that it's okay. How does it matter? I didn't took Diksha, that's why only, so that I don't have to be bound by all these things. Then you are gone. Understand? So this is also very important. So structure is important and substance is important. Both is important. Okay. Coming to the preaching. In preaching, is this important? Strategy to give fixed schedule. Right? पहले 6 डिवाइस सेशन होना चाहिए, फिर संकल्प कैंप होना चाहिए, फिर स्फूर्ति कैंप होना, फिर उत्कर्ष. ये सब जरूरी है क्या? मैनेजमेंट करना पीछे में पूरा ये मेन्यू होना चाहिए प्रसादम का, ये सब अच्छे से आइटम्स हम डालेंगे, ये करेंगे और ऐसा करेंगे, पूरा कैंप एकदम ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे. सब जरूरी है क्या? है जरूरी है. This is also important. Structure is important. But is that all or not? Is that all or not? No. There is need of. What is there?
What you are telling the device for the essence.
Okay. Because everyone is very sadhana varisht. I'll just write that point. So that after that, not repeat this point. But you are right. I'm not saying wrong. So substance is what? Substance, okay, there are 3 substances. I'll write it. The first one is write as Bhakti Shakti, what all of you are speaking. Okay. Right. So yes, one should have, and this includes your own morning program, sadhana. That is substance. Because without this, if we don't have these things, what we will preach? Our preaching is hollow. Nothing is going to come out. It's like like you have seen bullet. If you can, I don't know if you have seen that. In my home, my father had a nice gun. It's not a gun of real gun. Other type of gun. It cannot kill anyone. Don't worry. It was a, so gun was there. So like that, we'll load the gun. ऐसे करके ऐसे करते थे बस. ठीक है. उसके अंदर कुछ बुलेट नहीं डाला. ऐसे करके ऐसे कर देते. जब उसको ऐसे फायर करते तो बहुत जोर से आवाज आता था. पर कुछ अंदर कुछ टाइम नहीं. हवा निकल और आवाज एकदम लगता है कि अरे किसी ने गोली चला दी. So like that. So same thing. Preaching without sadhana, Preaching without sadhana is like that, क्या खतरनाक धुआंधार preaching किया, एकदम हिला दिया सबको, क्या सेशन था, क्या पावरफुल, लेकिन कोई भक्त बन नहीं रहा है. क्यों? गोली है ही नहीं अंदर. कुछ सब्सटेंस ही नहीं होगा तो आप क्या कुछ बोलते रहोगे. खुद फॉलो नहीं करोगे तो विचार होने वाला नहीं. Hence, first point of substance is our own bhakti shakti. That is our own full morning program, studying of Srila Prabhupada's books, serving devotees, because blessing चाहिए ना, शक्ति मिलनी चाहिए, lecture hearing. So ये सब थोड़ा सा हमको कृष्ण कॉन्शियसनेस पता होना चाहिए. Serving devotees मैं इसमें ऐड कर रहा हूँ because this gives realization. वो ब्लेसिंग से रियलाइजेशन आता है, नहीं तो फिर वो थ्योरेटिकल साधन हो जाएगा. फिर बुक किताब पढ़े जा रहे हैं कितना पूरा. मैं देखा हूँ कुछ लोग पूरा प्रभुपाद किताब पढ़ लेते हैं, लेकिन उसके बाद भी वो बहुत ड्राई आर्गूमेंट्स में फंसे रहते हैं और बहुत मटेरियलिस्टिक टॉक में फंसे रहते हैं. मीन्स व्हाट? बिकॉज कोई सेवा नहीं करेगा, अगर सिर्फ बुक रीडिंग करेगा तो भी प्रॉब्लम है. ठीक है, बिकॉज रियलाइजेशन आना चाहिए. वो भी अलग से एक और पॉइंट बना सकते हैं. Completing sadhana quota is a structure. Right? That is important, not important. ये तो कोटा वोटा क्या है? हम सेवा करते हैं, उससे पूरा सारा दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाश. यस्या देवे पराभक्ति यथा देवे तथा करो तस्य ही कथता यथा प्रकाशन्ते महात्मना हृदय में हो जाता है प्रकाश। अगर गुरु का इंस्ट्रक्शन है कि आप मत पढ़ाई करो तो हो जाएगा, है ना। देखो नहीं वो साउथ इंडिया ब्राह्मण का हुआ ना, वो तो भगवत गीता कुछ समझ में नहीं आया तो भी हुआ, पर कैसे हुआ? गुरु का आदेश पालन किया ना। तो गुरु ने ऐसा आदेश दिया है क्या प्रभुपाद बुक रीडिंग मत करो, लेक्चर रीडिंग मत करो? अगर आदेश दिया तो भी हो, तो बिना पढ़े भी हो जाएगा। पर अगर आदेश दिया है पढ़ो तो पढ़ने के बाद ही होने वाला है, ठीक है, समझ में आया? दैट्स व्हाई यू शुड डू साधना, बिकॉज बोला है प्रभुपाद ने खुद को कितना बोला है पता है? प्रभुपाद व्हाट ही वांटेड ऑल हिज डिसिपल्स टू डू, हाउ मच? 2 hours weekly, daily, 2 hours every day. And Prabhupada said, and my GBCs and sannyasis, they should read 3 hours. Like that, you know. So that is what Prabhupada wants. Now, what we are not able to follow that message. That's why at least half an hour, 45 minutes, कम से कम उतना पढ़ते रहो, फिर धीरे धीरे 1 घंटे के लेवल पे आओ. But we have to read. So point is that because that's an instruction, we have to do it, and then you get the realizations. Okay. So this is all Bhakti Shakti. So Prabhupada wanted us to work hard to gain this Bhakti Shakti. Okay, what else? What else is the substance? Okay. Preaching strategy, giving device, camps management, menu of prasadam, schedules of camps. ये सब बहुत करना पड़ता है ना। प्रीचिंग कोऑर्डिनेटर प्रभु, आप प्रीचिंग कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं शिवम प्रभु, और लास्ट टाइम भी आप ही थे, लास्ट सेमेस्टर में शिवम प्रभु थे, लास्ट 2 years से शिवम प्रभु में, बीच में 6 महीने के लिए प्रीति सुंदर प्रभु आए थे, जस्ट धुआंधार बर्थडे बाज फिर वो चले गए, रिटायर्ड हो गए। Whatever Shivam Prabhu has been continuing very sincerely. Yes, these all things are important. I'm just telling you because Shivam Prabhu was not there when I spoke this. These are important, right? These are important, but this is only external. Without the substance, it won't be having. But this is also important, है ना? अगर ये नहीं रहेगा तो आप substance दोगे क्या मतलब? Device sessions ही नहीं होगा, प्रीचिंग करने के लिए जाओगे नहीं, बस आप बोलोगे मैं प्रभु जी अपना साधना करूँगा, मैंने साधना से लोग अपने आप अट्रैक्ट होकर आए हैं, ऐसा भजन करूँगा कि प्रभु जी लोग, जैसे प्रभुपाद जी ने ऐसे टॉम्किंसन स्क्वायर पार्क में किया ना कीर्तन, ऐसा कीर्तन करूँगा कि मैं जब आँख खोलूँगा, है ना, तब देखूँगा सब IIT स्टूडेंट्स डांस कर रहे हैं। ऐसा प्रभु जी प्रचार करेंगे। मे बी Krishna wants that can happen, but this is also important. I don't think it will happen. People will not come to know the address of this place also. So that's a better we apply some strategies and do all these things, right? But then there is need of substance. So first is Bhakti Shakti. What else? What else we need? Okay, ये सब इसी में आ गया। ये एक पॉइंट डाल दिया था, अब जो भी पॉइंट बोलेंगे सब इसमें डाल दूंगा, अगर नेक्स्ट पॉइंट नहीं आता। 3 points हैं, ठीक है, पॉइंट नंबर 2 एंड पॉइंट नंबर 3, ठीक है, देखते हैं। और इसमें थोड़ा जगह दे दिया बिकॉज इन केस यू वांट टू स्पीक मोर, बट दिस इज इम्पॉर्टेंट, आई एम नॉट अंडरमाइनिंग दिस, ओके, डोंट थिंक दैट दिस इज, बिकॉज विदाउट दिस इज लाइक रिमेंबर, यू कैन रिमेंबर दिस नाउ। अच्छा भी याद आ गया ना सबको, अच्छा लगा ये वाला ना। हमारे आई हैड पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस, मैं तो पर्सनली करता था, ब्लैक कलर का ऐसा था, अब उसको ऐसे किसी के ऊपर रख के भी ऐसे गोली चला था ऐसा, तब बहुत जोर से आवाज आएगा, लेकिन कुछ है क्या अंदर, only make sounds. So without Bhakti Shakti is like that. So Gaurang Prabhu ये बहुत अच्छा एग्जाम्पल देते हैं. So without Bhakti Shakti, the speeching strategy is like a gun without bullet. Okay, gun without bullet is of no use, right? Another is, now let's say I take a bullet. यहाँ पर मैं ये डाल देता हूँ. I take a bullet, but I don't have gun. छोड़ूंगा नहीं तेरे को, तेरे को गोली मारूंगा। So that's why Goran Guru gives this example to tell about this is about institution and Krishna consciousness. Okay, right. So institution is like the gun, okay, and this mission of preaching Krishna consciousness. It is a substance, this preaching Krishna consciousness. This is a substance, right? Institution where no preaching is going on. वहाँ पर क्या चलता है, मैनेजमेंट चलता है, और कैसे और फंड्स लेकर आना है, फंड बढ़ाने का है, और क्या करने का है, सब सबका मेंटेनेंस होना चाहिए, अच्छा पैसा आना चाहिए, अच्छा सब ये होना चाहिए। हो क्या रहा है वहाँ पर, बस हमको ऐसे मेंटेन करने का है। तो ऐसे कभी कभी ऐसा हो सकता है इवन स्पिरिचुअल इंस्टीट्यूशन में कि वन मस्ट जस्ट बिकम फोकस अपॉन रेजिंग फंड्स एंड मेंटेनिंग। कैसा चल रहा है मंदिर, अच्छा चल रहा है। कितने भक्त हैं, हम 2 भक्त हो गए हम लोग। तो हम 5 साल पहले थे तो भी 2 ही भक्त हैं, हाँ हम 2 भक्त हैं। 5 साल अभी तक 2 ही भक्त हम लोग हैं, जिंदा है अभी तक। सब अच्छा चल रहा है, हमको सफिशिएंट फंड्स मिल जाता है, डीटीज का सेवा हो जाता है बस। सो दिस इज स्ट्रक्चर विदाउट सब्सटेंस। सब्सटेंस ही प्रचार ही नहीं करना, राइट। और क्या फंड रेजिंग करते हैं, जाके बोलते हैं थोड़ा पैसा दे दीजिए, प्रचार भी नहीं करा तो पैसा दे दीजिए। दिस इज अ इंस्टीट्यूशन, दिस इज लाइक अ गन विदाउट बुलेट, कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है। लेकिन bullet without gun, you understand? So bullet without gun, will it work? It won't have effect, right? So there is need of institution also, and there is need of all the strategy also. You may have a lot of bhakti shakti, but there is no strategy, it won't work, right? Clear? Okay. What else? What else is the substance? बस इसको complete करना है. Yes. What else is the substance? Because this session यहाँ पर बैठे हुए लोगों में से 1 2 3 आपने किया था लास्ट ईयर, 3 लोगों ने तो किया है, मुझे पता है ये वाला कैंप। इसमें जिसका में ये आंसर है कृष्ण का था। क्या बोल रहे हो आप? ओके, तो आप नेक्स्ट लेवल पर पहुंच गए। यहाँ घुसना पड़ेगा, यहाँ के सब्सटेंस का आंसर देंगे आप। यहाँ भी जाऊँगा मैं, बहुत डीप पहुँच गया आप, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट बोला। ये थर्ड पॉइंट का यहाँ पर आएगा, ठीक है। मैं लिख देता हूँ क्या थर्ड पॉइंट है, बाद में जब देखते हैं डिस्कशन में आप लोग बोल पाओ तो लिख दो ना। Prayers for whom? Prayers for ourselves or for others? Others के लिए यहाँ पर आएगा। Yes. Prayers is also in one sense part of genuine concern रहेगा तो prayers आएगा। Genuine concern बहुत ही deep topic है। I think Prabhu is remembering the substance of one of the session I gave in it.
So we have to give our endeavor, or we have to extend ourselves sometimes. Give our endeavor.
Extend ourselves. Sacrifice for helping others. Very good. And what is exactly that sacrifice? That point will come. Yes. ठीक है, आप लोग काफ़ी सब्सटेंस वाला बात कर रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छा, वेरी गुड। What else is needed for this whole strategy and everything to work? There is some substance should be there, then this whole thing will work. Huh? Gratitude. लिख दिया ना, मैंने कहा। Instructions. Okay, mood of preaching. Very mood of preaching. Mood and melodies. Important है ये, मैं मना नहीं कर रहा हूँ, but I'm just telling there is some more thing, some more thing which is substance. Okay. ये आप लोग ने पढ़ा है, एफटेक कितने लोग ने एफटेक किया है कैंप? 3 लोगों ने किया, एटलीस्ट आप तीनों को तो आंसर देना चाहिए था ना। So प्रीति,
दक्षता
अभी याद आएगा। भक्ति शक्ति, इसीलिए मैंने भक्ति शक्ति लिख दिया कि आपको ये दोनों वर्ड याद आ जाए, याद आए तो आपको याद आएगा। So प्रीति लक्षणम means, what is meaning of this? Loving relationships with devotees who are already in, already voiced now. So ये और substance है. This whole thing will work if there is loving relationship within the devotees. And third thing is dakshata, that is इसका एक्चुअली ये सब एसेंस एंड सब्सटेंस है, ये सब जो आप लोगों ने बोला, बट दक्षता बेसिकली मीन्स, इट मीन्स स्किल्स, बट these skills will come. This was our topic, so tomorrow I'll begin from here because now time is over. I don't want to extend too much. Okay, so but we have come to this point. Tomorrow we'll continue from this point and try to understand what is this dakshata, and we'll bring these skills here. Okay, right? Then we'll bring this here. Okay, there, and we'll go deeper. Okay. हरी बोल। ठीक है, तो अच्छा लगा आपको ये टॉपिक सब्सटेंस एंड स्ट्रक्चर, थोड़ा डीपर एंड एनालिसिस, थोड़ा और भक्ति की गहराइयों में डुबकियाँ लगाएंगे हम। Tomorrow we will continue, and tomorrow we will actually enter into the crux of this topic. Thank you very much. Today evening, our Bulla Voice devotees wanted 5 seniors, to speak to their first year boys about the importance of voice shifting. So Shivam Prabhu will approach some of you, so please help. So today 7 to 8 will be that. Okay, so the seniors, some will go, not everyone has to go. I am thinking seniors can go, and second year and first years will have some device training or something like that. Okay. But seniors, Shivam Prabhu will approach, who all can go. Okay. Whoever is practical, you talk to, what is name? Arjun, Priya Arjun, you know Priya? कल जो आए थे ना, 2 डिवोटीज आए थे क्लास के बीच में, येलो में डिवोटी है, येलो धोती कुर्ता में होता था, उनका नाम प्रिया अर्जुन प्रभु है, तो उनसे बात करना है। I'll give his contact number to you and him your contact number. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada की जय। इसके ऊपर और सोचते रहिए पूरे दिन भर, क्या स्ट्रक्चर है। To studies can be substance or structure, depends. You can put anything here or there, and then you can put here and then try to find out the substance. The studies is because it's part of instruction, so studies is also can come here, but after that you put studies here, do your career, doing all these things is important or not important? Because अभी remaining part of the day में करने वाले हो, तो उसके लिए बोल देता हूँ मैं। Focusing on the career and putting here in structures, it is important or not important? Not important. सब पूरी माया है. Coding is all maya. The real thing is that we should focus on Krishna. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yes, obviously yes. That is true, we should focus on Krishna. But coding is Maya, no. That is wrong. That is also yes. Coding तो सच में माया ही है, तो illusory energy है. सही statement तो सही बोला आपने. Then is it necessary or not necessary? Huh? So career is important. It's a structure. Why? Because career, doing our career and job studies helps for three things. What are the three things it helps? Why career? Why focus on career?
So that in future we can totally focus on Krishna. We don't have to think about money and our own
Think,
sustenance.
mind. First is mind issue. First is mind issue, that is our mind, if you don't focus on career, then what will happen? Our mind will create so much problems. Mind will not let us do bhakti. Okay? You may say, नहीं नहीं प्रूजी ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, सब मैनेज हो जाएगा. Sorry. Career or studies, because many of you are not yet entered into career phase. College studies. So if you don't do college studies, or if you don't focus on your career, then your mind will create havoc for your bhakti, not let you do. इतना trouble करेगा, इतना trouble करेगा. Right? Or especially if you are thinking that no Prabhu, I have transcended all these things, मेरा mind disturb नहीं कर सकता, then you are in a more dangerous situation. Because I've seen, a practical experience I बता रहा हूँ. I've seen the devotees who think like this in their heart very deeply and they neglect their studies. They face the greatest consequence because they really face the consequence. Really they spoil their studies, and that time they become devastated. But most of the time I've seen these devotees gets devastated and get rectified. I've not seen them getting lost. 1-2 cases are there that they get lost also. Very dangerous. So point is that one should not take such kind of thing. Okay, first is mind issue. So mind will not let you practice. Why else? Preaching. Good. Preaching. Parents. These are the three reasons. Okay. Preaching. It's a very good preaching. Huh?
There is a fourth reason.
What is fourth reason?
You told to study as an instruction.
That's why study is there. That's why study is a part of this discussion. Okay, it's an instruction. You can say it's an instruction which will bring blessings and advancement in bhakti. And that's also good. Instruction. That's very good point. Yes. And also it's a very good preaching. Also it's parents will be peaceful. If you get bad marks, parents will not let you do bhakti. If you get good marks, parents will be indifferent. Okay, kar raho. And you can always tell parents, I am doing this because this helps me in my studies. ठीक है, आपको हरे कृष्ण से CGP अच्छा आएगा तो करते रहो. So parents will let you practice, mind will let you practice. You can do wonderful preaching because you have a good career, so people will be able to respect you. And also seniors will be very happy. They will be happy and they will bless you like very good. Very good. You got 9.5. Okay. But then this is structure I am putting. What is substance? What is substance?
To practice
Jagan
Krishna-
Ekasya.
to practice Krishna consciousness more rigorously, more intensely.
Substance is sincerity of purpose. Right. That you should be very clear about why you are studying. Right. So one should not because one can enter into career in such a way that he can lose the purpose. Okay.
पढ़ाई के बाद बीच बीच में भूल जाते हैं, मतलब ऐसा नहीं होता कि कंटिन्यूअस याद रहता है.
पढ़ाई के समय याद नहीं रहेगा, that's not an issue, but at least we should know why I am doing it, and if you know that, then what will happen? You will not be distracted. For example, आप पढ़ाई के लिए YouTube का वीडियो देख रहे थे, उधर पे एक रिकमेंडेशन आया, right? So you will not click on the recommendation because you know that why you are doing what you are doing. You are not doing for an entertainment. If you are doing for entertainment, then you will go for other options of entertainment, right? Yes or no? If the purpose is entertainment, like scrolling, why people keep scrolling? Because purpose is entertainment. ये भी रूम मजा नहीं है, ये में मजा है, इसमें मजा है, इसमें तो कभी नहीं आएगा. क्यों? कभी कितने 2 घंटा भी 4 घंटा भी वीडियो देखो, कुछ नहीं आएगा. Why? Because this is not, there is no substance there. Right? कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, कितना भी देखते रहो ना, फिर एक समय में लगे क्या समय बर्बाद हो. So sincerely, if you have that purpose, we will not be distracted to click on anything else. We will just focus on our studies only. जिसके लिए बैठे हैं वही करने वाले हैं आप, right? Okay. So that is the substance. Substance is that we will do only for, and what is the purpose? Purpose is pleasing Guru, Krishna, Vaishnavas. They please by doing whatever other things. Okay. So that's substance. Just like Arjuna is fighting. And fighting is necessary or not necessary? But it's an external way of expressing his love for Krishna. He can express his love for Krishna by fighting vigorously. Okay. Right. Similarly, we can do our studies, and through our studies we can express our love for ourselves. Because that is the instruction given. ये इंस्ट्रक्शन है तो आप इसको फॉलो कर सकते हैं. इसके माध्यम से आप कृष्ण को पसंद कर सकते हैं. थैंक यू वेरी मच. श्रील प्रभुपाद की इस कंसेप्ट को आप सोचते रह सकते हैं पूरे दिन भर में, जो भी कर रहे हैं, किधर स्ट्रक्चर है, कौन सा सब्सटेंस है, और एंड दिस स्ट्रक्चर एंड दिस सब्सटेंस is substantiated by these two statements. If this is not happening, then I think our analysis is going wrong. Then it might not be structure. It might be another session is there that is called substance and shadow. Shadow is different thing, right? वो आपने सुना है ना, substance and shadow. Device का session का नाम है. Substance and shadow. We are not talking about substance shadow. Shadow is something which is illusory, but substance and structure. Structure is necessary. Okay. Clear?
प्रसाद लेना स्ट्रक्चर है.
The schedule of taking prasad is in a structure that 3 times मैं prasad देता हूँ. But now you can add substance by putting your consciousness. Right? It is compulsory to take prasad. It is necessary to take prasad. It's not like, it's not a detail. क्या मुझे बस प्रसाद देने का भाव होना चाहिए. बस भाव काफ़ी है हमारे पास है. So you can see, this like and substance and a structure. So both is necessary. That's why I written structure without substance is not works. Substance without structure doesn't work. Then if you are able to see substance structure, you should be able to substantiate these two statements. Then you have come to a right kind of thought process. Okay. So for analytical mind, this is a good conditions. You have to satisfy these two conditions. Then your analysis is going in the right direction. Okay? Okay. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. But I wished my session was supposed to have a lot of verses from Bhagavatam, and I couldn't begin with anyone because this was an introduction to the session. Tomorrow we will begin the session. Okay? Tomorrow we will have a lot of shlokas from Bhagavatam. Please study, please take prasadam, and after that I humbly request devotees to do good studies. Okay? Studies and services. After study service एक ही है because that is your intention. I think the best internship is done by Tanay Prabhu. He has come up with a real life project which is going to be implemented also.
How was it?
Very well. Pawan too has assisted very enthusiastically in this project. It's one of the, I think, best. We will, anyways, everyone will use it. So very nice. Thank you. He's hosting the website also. He's purchased the domain, hosting website, he's writing Python code and making things happen. So wonderful. It's a real-time project. I think everyone is doing some project, but this project is, I'm saying, going to be used in Rath Yatra right away.
वो भेज देंगे, उनका कैमरा अच्छा है। वो वाला आप बंद कर दीजिए।
मैं रिकॉर्डिंग में डाल रहा था, रिकॉर्डिंग